Hello and welcome. Today we are just leaving the boat and about to arrive at Paradise Island Park and Beach Resort on Samal Island. Now you can see why it's called Paradise Island. It is absolutely stunning. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a full walkthrough, go through everything that's available. There is even an animal sanctuary as well, full of all different birds. So we're going to be taking a good look at that. And then at the end of the video, we're actually then going to show you how you get to and from the island with the transportation and all those different kind of things like that. So the tour has begun. This is now a big walkthrough of Paradise Island, starting literally at that bit that we've just walked up the stairs, and this takes you in to all of the different types of accommodation, starting at A1. All the check-in and all the other little bits and pieces will be shown at the end of the video with regards to how long the boat walk is onto both ends. So there's lots of different bits and pieces to come at the end of this video, but we're just focusing now on what this whole Paradise Island has to offer with regards to all the different little attractions that you can do, the opening times of these little bits and pieces, and of course where it is that you can stay, and then you've got all of the beautiful photo opportunities with the water and everything like that. But it is too much of a beautiful place for me to do a full walk and talk with you. So I am just going to leave you to enjoy the sights and sounds and all the bird noises. Then I will catch back up with you later on in the video as it starts to absolutely pour down as we enter the water. And then I'll carry on talking to you in about 20 minutes, half an hour. So enjoy the sights and sounds. Enjoy as we make our way over to the bird sanctuary and you'll be able to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. But this is the first attempt and time of me and Admira walking all over this way. So that's why the camera's going left to right, because this is all brand new to us. And there's little things like this where you've got the little garden walkthroughs, which you will see on the camera. Some of them close at 3 o'clock, some of them close at 4 p.m, and then it just loops all the way around to the sanctuary. Then we come back on ourselves. Then there's some more little garden places like this. Then there's a little play area, and then we carry on walking up to the far end where there's lots and lots of accommodation as well. Then we'll come back through the dining area where you've got the beautiful sea view to the left-hand side. Then, like I said, we'll then basically start the video from the beginning where we get on the boat, transfer over, show you all the beautiful bits and pieces, how you sort of go through all those bits and bobs, and I will be doing that as a voiceover. But right now, I'm going to go quiet so you guys and girls can enjoy the sights and sounds of what this beautiful island has to offer.
It's tiny.
Yung lorry. Talk to him.
I don't think that's what it means. Very pretty.
We'll move here not because there's not much people here. Looks like we own the place. Why people are so traffic? Why is it constant?
Okay, so you are stuck with me again for possibly the remainder of this video. Now, we are going to be walking all the way back to where our table is. Then we'll be jumping in the water. I will go quiet again from time to time because the rain is so heavy. It is absolutely stunning. Now, the reason why I'm doing the voiceover from here is because it's actually a live band a little bit further down, and the microphone was picking up all of the music from that. And of course, with YouTube, it is an absolute nightmare when there's music playing in the background, but you can see just how gorgeous the water is. Now, we didn't get in the water on this side. We actually got it in on the other side. I'm not too sure why we didn't come round onto this bit because it didn't seem to come in as far as from what I can remember. The tide was starting to come in, then it got very, very heavy with rain. Now, what you'll notice in the video when it is raining heavy is just how quickly it comes and then goes again, but the view just completely disappears. Now, the amazing thing is that what you'll be seeing later on in the video is the volume of people that leave all at the same time because there was so many people staying at the resort. So you would have noticed that when we're walking around doing the full walkthrough and we're coming up the top by the massage parlor and all those different places like that, loads and loads of people were drying their clothing off. And of course, then towards the end of the day, they just literally get all their stuff, or by checkout time, got all their stuff and left. Some people were obviously staying there that night as well because there's still lots and lots of people in the water by the time that we were leaving. Now, one of the things that you will notice later on is the amount of fresh fruit. So you can see the fresh fruit sail in the middle. Now, when they say it is fresh, they were literally loading the boat that we got on with the fresh fruit that morning as we travelled over to the island, and it is no longer than 10 minutes either. So, depending on how full the boat gets will depend on actually how much you pay because there is actually a minimum fee, but I'll run over that with you later on within the videos. It is very, very straightforward because on the way home the boat is always full, and that's something else that you've got to be cautious of because of course, well, you don't want to miss the last boat, but you also have to get your name on that list early enough. So we're back to where we started and we're about to get in the water. So you can see it's all lovely and calm, and I just end up dragging Admira across the bottom because she didn't like to stand on all the rocks. So when the camera turns round, you'll see exactly what I'm going on about, which is this just here because I am a human donkey. But within about 10 minutes or so, the sky goes from crystal clear to what you are about to listen to right now. It was absolutely amazing. So I grabbed the GoPro, put the protective case back on, so it is not as loud on the camera as what it would be when you were in the water, but it sounded incredible. Just sat in the sea, being able just to chill out because the water was warm as well, don't forget. So you were just sat, it was almost like just like a waterfall. You were just sat in a warm bath with a shower on. It was very, very bizarre, but you see the clouds in the background. Everything to the right hand side as we start to pan over just disappears. It just disappears very, 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 very quickly. So it is a very good memory, to be honest, having all that. But again, if I just go quiet for a second or so, hopefully you should be hearing it smashing off the actual water itself, even though it is not as loud as what it would have been if I didn't have the protective case on. But the fun thing is about when it started to rain, it actually water started to fill up with people because it started to cool off. So all the Filipinos decided to get in, where it was basically empty, as you saw when we were swimming around when it was sunny. This didn't last for too long. I thought this was going to last for quite a while because the darker clouds were coming in the distance, but that all soon buggered off and then it cleared up, which you will see in literally the next video of some birds jumping around, and then the walk and talk will carry on. But yes, it is an absolute stunning island to come on. The boat transfer is private as well. which you will see at the well, in a little while. It's not too long left actually, because we're 36 minutes into this video and there's only 48 minutes in total, and we've still got the how to get to and from. But I'm going to go quiet again just for a second or so when the camera changes, because there are some birds flying around now. And that's the last one gone. So they're right back now to how it all began. We're now back to the very, very beginning of the day. There is a big sort of taxi drop off directly behind us if you wanted to get a taxi. The amazing thing is that this is in walking distance from our accommodation. So we cannot go wrong with that whatsoever. So the accommodation that we're at, we can literally just walk straight out, literally cross the road, walk left, and then you just walk down in a straight line. You get to this bit, and you are away. So yeah, you can't go wrong at all with that. I think we're at a Rezo is where we're staying in Davao in the Philippines, and it is so easy to get around from this accommodation. The accommodation I'm sat in currently, but I'm doing the voiceover in the actual room. It's a really clean place, and the fact that you can just get to anywhere that you want to get to, it's fantastic. But this thing here still bugs me because I do not know what it is. I've passed it a couple of times now, and I don't know if it's a flood defense or if it's a plant for some kind of thing, or if it's a generator or what it is. But if somebody knows what that is, please let me know, because this video is only a couple of days ago we filmed it, and it has been bugging me ever since that I can't put two and two together to what it is. But that is the full length of the walk. So from where, if you were to get a taxi, literally the walk that we've just done, you are now on the other side to where I started this video, where we will then be walking onto the boat, get on the boat, go over the beautiful ocean, and then we are at Paradise Island. So there's a tent coming to the left hand side. That is where you basically sign in and pay. So you'll see all the pricing information just up at the top. Now, there is a minimum fee. So on the boat itself, if you there is a minimum fee, I think it's 450 peso. So if there's not enough people to split, say 30 pesos each, you will just end up paying the extra amount, or the boat will just stay there until it fills up. So we ended up paying, I think it was 60 pesos each we had to pay, because there just wasn't enough. There just wasn't enough people on there. So it is what it is. With that, was it 90 pesos each, because there was five of us. So yeah, that adds up to 450 pesos in total. But we weren't waiting around for too long at all, because, like I said, we literally walked straight down. Admira signed us straight in. We just walked straight to this point. I sat down for no longer than 30 seconds, because that we're looking at right now is the boat that we're about to get on. So I literally sat down, stand straight back up again, as you can see, and then we were just carrying on, making our way over to the boat itself. The literal island hop is super short, but they are loading the fresh fruit. So all of those people that are walking onto the boat now, there's a little van just beside us. They are just barreling loads and loads of boxes of stuff on, and they were doing that throughout the day and at the end of the day as well. So they're always getting fresh fruit onto this island. It's amazing just how many members of staff do actually work here, because there just seems to be staff doing everything all of the time. Now these run, I'm assuming they're supposed to run like a timetable every 15 minutes, but if there's nobody about both ends, they might just sit there. But we passed the other boat coming the other way because it was full. So there's only five of us going to the island, but on the way back it was completely full. So you see the boat that will pass. Now we were both quite surprised when we got off just how busy it actually was, but then we soon realized it was busy because everybody had just checked out and they were about to leave. So what I'm going to do is, the second we get back to the island, I'm just going to go quiet so you can enjoy all of the island again, basically like we did for the very first time, doing the full walk. You get to hear all the water and all those little bits and pieces, and then I will catch back up with you right at the very end of this video. So hopefully, so far, you've enjoyed all the bits and pieces you have seen.
There's not that many people, is there? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, but a lot of people are leaving now, aren't they? Because you got to think they just stayed here Sunday night. There'll be lots of people leaving now. That's why all the boats are full on the way home. It's a big resort, isn't it? So.
We'll just go there.
Yeah.
We're there.
It says reserved. It's reserved.
So you could just go back there.
And just like that, we are done. Now we're finishing where we started by the birds, and we're going to be making our way back over to the boat, and then it is time to say goodbye to this absolutely stunning resort. Now you saw it before, it absolutely poured down, then it got super warm again, and I think it's going to start raining all over again. So this is the little bit that I did not do when I was walking around on the full loop, so I thought I'd do a walk and talk to finish. So you can see the rain is either leaving or it's coming back again. So luckily this is going to be a short and sweet outro, because I have to get on the boat to head home. Now it's quite nice to actually do an outro like this, because normally I have to do it as a voiceover. Now there's one or two things that I did miss, hence why I'm walking back this way. You have got a free walk on water usage just there to your right hand side, and as you would have noticed earlier on when I was walking around, all of the stuff do have a much earlier cut-off point, but that's because there's loads and loads of guests that come in at around that time, and then obviously it means that they can settle in peace and quiet, and they don't have the little ones running around on the play areas and as such. But that's the little T-piece, that's where it says walk on water, free use, and you've got a little smoking area there on the right hand side, and we are going to be heading straight over into that corner just there. But that is it, and I am done. So if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I'm going to sit back on my plastic seat just underneath that tent, walk down the little pier to the very end, jump on the boat, and then head back to my accommodation. So guys, one more time, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and we'll go to the next one.